guess me and a bunch of other people were just really unlucky in using Katriga at that time, I guess. But this experience has really made me jaded with the Canadian law system. Like, I didn't realize, before I came back to Canada, I didn't realize how many scammers were in this country. And now, like, if you look at the different Canadian crypto exchanges, for example, how many of them are actually legit? Like CoinSquare, for example, like they're the other big one. Even they have some shady practices, but at least they're still operational, and at least they have a physical address, which is important. But look at some of the other ones: Einstein Exchange, Easy Bitcoin, Cryptsy, and QCX, obviously, like all scams basically, right? Which is crazy. It was crazy to me how many Canadian exchanges were scams. So it means that scammers are allowed to operate in this country a lot easier than other countries. If you look at Jerry Cotton, how was he able to get away with not paying taxes for, what, 3 years? The CRA never said anything about it. And then Mike Patron, right? How was he allowed to get away with what he did for so long? Jennifer Robertson, right? She filed income taxes saying that she made $5,000 or something a year, which is obviously completely false. She and Jerry Cotton were traveling the world like for a very long time, right? And she owned like, you know, a whole bunch of houses. So how is it possible she only made $5,000 a year? Like, the CRA doesn't audit these people, like they don't care, but they go after us, right? We got the fact that CRA might be making a claim against us, the victims, right? Basically, if they want their fair share, they're going to take a piece of our pie too. It's like, it is so unfair, right? Like, first of all, EY is against us, basically, because they're not even trying to do any KYC on these people whatsoever. I'm pretty sure 291 million, like, some of that can't be legit. That can't be real. So EY is not doing their job. And then Miller Thompson's not really providing us any updates either. RCMP has not given us any update on their exhumation of Jerry. And also, by the way, EY spent $600,000 to give information to the RCMP. Like, what the hell, right? Like, that's the government, right? They spend like $600,000 of our money just to give stuff like confidential information to the government. The government has that anyways, right? They have that, and the CRA has our information anyways. What's to keep hidden from them? Like, I don't understand. So that was a waste of money. RCMP didn't give us any updates yet. And any of the MPs that you contact in your district, they're not going to do anything about it either. So basically, no one's really going to help us. No one cares. No one's going to help us. A lot of people have done the chain analysis to no avail, basically. There are no cold wallets, right? Like I said in my previous update, there's basically no cold wallets that Jerry's hidden away somewhere. There's a lot of shady things about the story, like Jennifer Robertson taking the safe, right? There was a story about a safe somewhere, and I have a feeling there was something in there, some kind of key. Maybe there's a dead man switch that already activated, and Jennifer Robertson, is probably hiding that from the police, and they just blindly trust her, right? She could be making any number of things up because she's not to be trusted. She already lied before, right? She already lied under oath. She said that she had nothing to do with QCX, and then we later find out, oh, she actually did have something to do with QCX. She was actually processing some of the payments for them. So she already lied under oath. So what else could she have lied about, right? She could have lied about a bunch of things. So we just blindly trust her, I guess. She could already have all the keys to Jerry's, I don't know, like I said, dead man switch could have happened. She's just not telling us about it, not being truthful about it. Or she could have taken some keys in that safe. Maybe she has access to Jerry's hidden wallet somewhere. We don't know, right? So there's a lot of shady things going on that apparently EY, RCMP, they don't want to look into. They just said, oh, yeah, we're just gonna get this case over with, basically. I know that's what they want to do, right? Is we're charging them $750 an hour to basically go over this and tally these claims up, and then they just want to get it over with and not do any more investigation. And then to add insult onto injury, the CRA also wants a piece of the pie too, which is already small to begin with, right? We really only have 33 million in assets plus another 12 million. This is just potential 12 million in additional assets because of Jennifer's houses, right? But we don't know when that's ever going to be sold because that's in Nova Scotia. That's not really a prime real estate market or anything. We don't know whether or not that's actually going to be sold, or if they're ever going to be sold for the money that they were asking for, right? So we basically have a very small piece of the pie. and it's just decreasing all the time because you have legal costs, right? So EY is probably going to take like, I don't know, $8 million at least out of that legal pie, and then you got the CRA claiming on top of that, and then you have the 291 million claiming. So yeah, I'm pretty confident we're getting back less than 9%, which is that is really